Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma, and today we are going to plant just a few annuals in the ground. I've never planted annuals in the ground, especially like petunias and that kind of thing in the ground before, so this is something new that I'm trying this year. So we live on the Oregon coast in a zone 9A, and it has been raining and hailing and super windy, and then bright, beautiful sun, and right now it's just overcast and calm wind. So I thought I have 5, 6, 7 annuals that I want to get in the ground. I'm hoping today. So I'm going to grab my auger. They're all in these Proven Winners Grande containers. And so it'll just take my 3-inch auger and some plant tone, and I'm just going to drill my holes, put in the plants, and then hopefully have time to do that before it starts really raining. I can't tell if the trees are tripping on me or if that's more rain coming, so we'll see how far we get. Alright, so plant tone and auger and plants, and we're going to do this all in the front yard. So I have Supertunia Mini Vista Whites and Supertunia Vista Snowdrifts. And then I have, I can't remember what these are. And then I have the Rockin Deep Purple Salvia. And my plan is, where I have all of this candy tuft, I'm gonna intersperse them on both sides with the Supertunias because the white flowers of the candy tuft kind of peters out during the summer months, and I still want some white borders. So I'm gonna put just a couple in the ground just to see how they do this year, and if it works out, I could do it again next year in mass. And then I'm gonna put the Rockin Deep Purple Salvia down here, where you can see all these sticks here. That is all pineapple sage, and so I'm gonna put the Rockin Deep Purple Salvia intermixed with that. They should be blooming at the same time, and the pineapple sage is like an orange tangerine color, and of course it's kind of windy out here. Hopefully the sound quality isn't horrible, but the Rockin Deep Purple Salvia is obviously Rockin Deep Purple, so I think the orange and purple would be really pretty. Just as a side note, look, my baby roadie is opening. Oh, I love it. All right, let's drill a couple holes and get this project done. So you can see here, I've got the salvia, but this is a geranium. And then this is the ajaga. It's all in bloom here. And that'll be perfectly fine just to grow up all among that. All right, so on this side, this is our dahlia bed. You could see some of the tags out here. So on that side of the garden bed, I'm putting the Supertunia Mini Vista Whites. These plants will get 18 inches wide. And they are super prolific with flowers, and I expect they'll fill in this space fabulously. We're going to be coming in here and weeding. We've got some grass growing in here and stuff that needs to be weeded out. But we also have a lot of, this is rose campion, and we have blue star creeper in here. So we need to get the grass weeded out of here. And then we'll come through and add mulch, which is another reason why I wanted to get these in the ground. It's just, it makes it a nicer, cleaner experience if you could get your plants in the ground before the mulch goes in. So, all right. Then across the walkway here, over on this side where the rose garden is, I'm gonna put in the Supertunia Vista Snowdrift. And these get a little bit bigger. They are equally aggressive, but these get 32 inches and they have a bigger flower. And my thought is I'm gonna have to cut these back quite a bit after they're done flowering, just to give them you know, a longer shelf life in the ground, basically. Right now they look absolutely gorgeous, but they do need to get cut back quite a bit because they're getting kind of leggy in some spots. You can see how they're like this. So these Supertunias will fill in the space, and their flowers are bigger. So when they climb, they're going to end up kind of climbing over the candy tuft, and their flowers will pop up over them just a little bit better than the mini vistas, I think. So I just put a couple holes in between, and then there's one over here, just in between here, like this. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do over here. All right, so that's all that's gonna look like. Is we've got this Supertunia right here, knowing that it's gonna get this big probably at the peak. And then there's another one right here. And then we have one in between those two clumps and one over here between these two clumps of candy tuft. And then down here, we've added in the blue, or the Rockin Deep Purple Salvia. And there's the big clump of pineapple sage right there. All right, the weather is still holding up a little bit, and I have some plants that I want to put in containers in the shade garden. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab those really quick and get those planted out too, because I just don't know when I'm going to have another opportunity to do some of these plantings in this crazy spring weather that's just like, I mean, it was so dark out here just a few minutes ago, and now it's all bright and sunny. It's false hopes. Okay, wish me luck, because just in the time it took me to get 6 plants off the back deck and walk down here into the lower garden, it's dark skies again. And the wind's picking up. So I'm going to turn this camera around and show you what I'm going to try to get planted out. So I have these 2 containers that are underneath this dogwood tree, and I want to put out, I have 4 impatiens here and 2 coleus, and they are worse for wear because they got a little too much rain where they were sitting on the porch. They were actually in a container that didn't have any drainage, so they got really waterlogged, and you can really see the effects on this one. So I'm not sure how well she's going to come back, but we're going to plant her and see how she does. If not, I'll have to replace her. But I know that these plants are going to be happier out of their containers and in their summer home more than they are right now. So I'm going to try to get that done. This was a mirror. don't know if I have a tag in here. Oh, that was a coleus from last year. This one. These shrubs in here were the Comprosma Pacific Sunset, which is a little shrub, but I'm not sure that it'll come back this year. I'm gonna leave it in, and they still feel flexible. It's a good possibility, but I'm just gonna plant around her, and if it comes back, great. If it doesn't, then we'll pull it out later in the season. All right, looks like I made it. So I've got 2 impatiens and 2 coleus right here, and then 2 impatiens in there. And this is a wire vine, and I've got these feather boa hostas coming up in these pots. So it is planted a little bit high because I'm gonna come in here and top dress it all with some mulch here pretty soon. Whew. Clearly I don't have to water anything in. It's going to start pouring down rain any moment again, and I'm gonna head inside, but I'm really excited that I got a bunch of plants in the ground and in a couple of pots, and got my hands dirty. Ooh. Got my hands dirty on a rainy spring Oregon day. It feels good. I hope you're enjoying your spring and celebrating your life. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.